Hello, everybody. This is Fernando for the latest Godzilla Podcast. A bit of new news when it comes to one of the actors within the Godzilla 2014 film. This time having to do with actress Juliette Binoche, who is going to play, I'm not really sure if it's a key role within the film, but she'll definitely have a supporting role, and that is as the mother. From what all indications are, the mother of the main character, Aaron Taylor Johnson. And in this case, she gave an interview to Variety, and Variety, of course, is a very, very good place where people can chronicle and see the latest on films, and it comes directly from the main sources themselves, this being either the actors, the actresses, or anything involving producers or anything like that. So in any case, she was talking about how she came on board Godzilla itself because Variety was interested. Juliette Binoche is, of course, somebody who is most famous for independent films. Usually those Oscar bait films that always hound the end of the year time slot, so that when it comes to the Oscar movies, sure enough, it'll have her mentioned in at least several awards. So for her to suddenly be in a big blockbuster film like this, they wanted to find out how she came on board Godzilla. Luckily, it looks like she wasn't restricted from giving this information. She didn't really give anything else in terms of the film itself, so I'm not going to even bother really with putting a link from the Variety website, because again, she didn't really mention anything key or spoilerish or anything involving potential heavy stuff within the film. But she did talk about how she came on board Godzilla. So they asked her specifically, why did you come on board the film Godzilla? And she put it so simply. She said, well, I received the most beautiful letter from Gareth Edwards, and so I said, okay, I'll go for it. That was it. It was that easy. Apparently Gareth Edwards was a huge fan of the actress, enough so that he would personally write to her to try to convince her to join the film, which I'm sure she was very flattered on, and in that way he was able to secure her for the film. I've heard stories of stuff like that being done, like instead of agents dealing with actors and actresses and any other kind of third party, I've heard stories of directors themselves giving a call, or in this case writing a letter to the person that they're seeking, having a lunch, having a dinner, and then that way they can personally ask them one-on-one how much they would like to be in the film. And in this case, it worked. So, kudos to Gareth Edwards for taking the direct approach. It's like the expression goes, fortune favors the bold, and in this case, the worst that could have happened was her telling him no, but she took a chance. The reason why this is kind of key is because I found this out in the article. She was actually offered the main role, if I'm not mistaken, from Jurassic Park, and she turned it down. She actually turned that role down, and she mentioned that also Steven Spielberg reached out to her and said, you'd be really good for a film like this. It'd be fun to have you. Can we please have you in the film? And the reason she turned it down was because apparently she was already signed on to another film, and due to her strong work ethics, if she signs on for something, she's not going to back out and essentially backhand the people she just signed up with for a better item. So she turned it down. But in this case, it worked for Gareth Edwards, and the rest is history. Juliette Binoche is actually a very pretty actress. She reminds me of, I guess if you could sum it up in a couple of words, she has that classic elegance to her. The most common other, actress that I can think of that's offhand is, I just recently saw the movie The Conjuring, and I don't remember the actress's name, but she plays the main investigator of the paranormal from the husband and wife team. She's the wife, and I remember watching it and thinking, my God, she's so good looking. She's got that elegant look to her, the kind that you just want to essentially take her out, have her, show her a good time, not do anything to harm her in any way. It's that classic elegance look that's above another level, almost Audrey Hepburn type. Like, for example, you have the bikini type model, and then you have somebody like this that goes to the late night dinners, the elegant dinners, stuff like that. That's what she reminded me of. And in this case, Juliette Binoche definitely has that too. So, alright, anyways, that's the latest news. And as always, anything else that comes up, I'll share with everybody here. Thanks again, everybody. Take care.